Welcome to the Holy Land Classic Tour. This biblical journey will take you throughout Israel to see where Jesus was born, where his ministry took place, the Passion of the Christ, and to celebrate his resurrection. Whether this is your first time coming to the Holy Land or a return trip, you will be sure to discover new things that bring you closer to God. Begin your journey at the Sea of Galilee, the place where Jesus spent most of his life. Take a boat ride out on the sea for a morning devotional with fellow passengers. Travel to Capernaum to see the synagogue ruins and Peter's house. Visit Tabka and the Church of Fish and Loaves, and come to the Mount of Beatitudes for a breathtaking view of the sea and read the Sermon on the Mount. End your day with a journey to the Jordan River, where everyone will have the opportunity to be baptized.
See, just imagining Christ and his disciples going for a swim or just enjoying each other's fellowship, and it was a real touching time for me personally.
You'll see the town of Nazareth, Jesus' childhood home. Visit the Church of the Annunciation. Climb Mount Megiddo to see a spectacular view of the valley spoken about in the book of Revelation. And see Caesarea Maritime, a center of the early Christians and where Paul was imprisoned for 2 years. Visit the oldest city in the world, Jericho. Learn about its history and beauty, and see the place where Jesus was tempted. You may even have time to ride a camel. See the ancient ruins of Qumran. This area was once the home of the Essene community and where the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered.
I have felt completely safe here. There's never been a moment where it even occurred to me to feel unsafe. It's very safe, and we've had a great time. And this trip will definitely affect my ministry. It's brought to life the Bible. It's helped me understand things better, the geography of the land, what Jesus saw.
Come to the town of Bethlehem and go inside the Church of the Nativity. Join others from around the world as you journey below the church to see where Jesus was born. Walk through Shepherd's Fields, where the birth of Jesus was proclaimed by an angel, and sing a hymn in the beautiful church on these grounds.
Had a fabulous time here in the Holy Land. We visited a lot of places. I felt really safe. I never was concerned about my safety at all. And I would say my favorite spot was the Shepherd's Fields.
At long last you will arrive in the holy city of Jerusalem. See the old city, Temple Mount, and the Dome of the Rock. Walk in the Garden of Gethsemane, where Jesus prayed and was then arrested. Join fellow pilgrims in the Upper Room, the location of the Last Supper and of Pentecost. Come to the Western Wall and join others in prayer. You may even place a written prayer between the ancient stones. Sit on the southern teaching steps where Jesus taught the gospel. See the pools of Bethesda where Jesus performed the Sabbath miracle, and walk the Via Dolorosa along the path that Jesus once carried the cross. The Via Dolorosa will take you to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the traditional site of his death and burial. During your trip, you will have the option of taking a day to visit Masada and the Dead Sea. Take a cable car up and see King Herod's mountaintop temple with an awesome view. And don't miss the chance to swim in the Dead Sea. Spend your final day at Ein Karim, place of the burial of John the Baptist, and finally at the Garden Tomb, where you can reflect and rejoice in his resurrection. Take communion with your fellow passengers for a time of worship you won't forget.
And it has just been the most perfect time. I know more about this land than I ever thought I could possibly know. And I will travel with Hio anytime.
Educational Opportunities would like to help you in planning your next trip to the Holy Land. Whether it's your first time to Israel or you're a frequent visitor, there's always something new to learn and experience. This beautiful country will not only help you in understanding Scripture, but it will be the journey of a lifetime. Come to the Holy Land and never be the same again.